What's going on, guys? Kevthedev00, what's going on? See me nearly a little under the weather. Trying to balance back, guys, with a little congestion. But figured I'd get in here and do a little recording real quick. Communication. That's what this video is going to be about. This podcast. I believe this is episode 4, communication. Are you a good communicator? So check it out. We hear this all the time on the resume. Hear and see this all the time on the resume. We see this on every job description, but I don't think we really sit back and think about what they mean by good communication skills. Natural response, because I had it too. Natural response was, yeah. You know, I thought the people would respect, and I'm good at communicating over the phone, Zoom. It doesn't matter to me. I can talk anywhere, and that's not what they're talking about. Not at all. We're talking about when there's something that's going on technically that's not correct, or if it is going well, how accurate can you explain this? Now, good communication has levels to this thing. Good communication is when you can just simply, explain what it is you were doing and what was the result from it. Like, great communication is when you can keep a fine blend between layman terms and technical. And that's where it can get a little tricky, understanding the difference between the two and leveraging that. Now, with that being said, these are some things to look out for. I've learned this past week, communication is so key. It's so important. And it's crazy how it really could have derailed it actually derailed some things in the project. So I really did not start on my end. My end of communication was pretty well. It was just where it was being received. The communication ended up breaking because of past occurrences, past situations, past events that had nothing to do with me, and but ultimately affected the outcome of our communication. So I want to keep it kind of as vague as possible in regards to the situation. But anyway, I cannot stress the importance of just knowing how to communicate. So here was a situation where there was a design issue. So there were some discrepancies with the design, and there had to be communication that there was no original mock for the design, and learning how to maneuver through that and learning how to work with a situation like that. Because most situations like this, when it comes to the development, you're going to have a mock-up, you're going to have a design, and we were lacking that, or at least a current one. So communication with that was, hey, did you use the mock-up? What mock-up? So I don't see one. I wasn't aware we had one. And then, one came out of nowhere. It was super old, but it was a mock-up. So communication was key in regards to me as a developer and as my design team, getting ready to get with them to meet up to make all of these designs more accurate and more current. So that was it was easy when we were able to talk. What made the communication very straining was everyone in between. And that's that piece that I'm talking about. Like, when it comes to communicating, being able to know when the communication route is kind of busted, and there needs to be a detour. There needs to be a way to kind of cut down the lines of communication so that we can get straight to the source, get things done. And that's where good communication comes into play, being able to convey that in a way that's professional, and at the same time in a way that's going to help improve the outcome. All right, so that's where we were with that. And so we completed that, and then we ran into a couple of other issues. A couple of other issues were simply the consistency amongst pages, as far as design-wise, how it should look versus what it's actually currently showing. And with that one, communication was key, with me being able to convey that, hey, I'm aware of what we need to have done. this is what we currently have done. Where is our one source of truth? So being able to communicate that and express in a way what you need, and as well as what needs to be done, is very, very important. So I'm hoping I'm not rambling here, but I just cannot stress that enough. We see good communication on that job description, but we don't really understand, and I think we kind of downplay the importance of good communication. This is even when you're on your project board, whatever project board you're using. Jira is what we use. Being able to communicate what is taking place technically, but explaining it in layman terms for all ears to be able to receive it. What do we have coming up? What is completed? What's some roadblocks? And being able to convey that and communicate that in a way that you will get the help that you need, and then the work that was already done will be accounted for, so there's no repetition or constantly doing the same processes over and over. So I cannot stress it enough. I'm going to keep saying it. Communication is oftentimes underrated, but this is what they mean, people. For my ones who are getting into the game, communication, they want to know how well can you talk with your team, amongst your team, not at them. That's not good communication. Talking at somebody, talking to somebody, okay, to an extent, but talking with someone, that's good communication. Being able to share thoughts and ideas when theirs may be different than yours. Being able to acknowledge their difference and why they think that way, and also accepting it, but not necessarily having to go with it. That's good communication, right? And that's the kind of stuff they're looking for. So get yourself in the habit of practicing that, building out projects, explaining these projects the simplest way possible, and explaining the results, explaining the pressure points where you got stuck and how did you resolve this. Like, this very, very important to be very systematic, very thorough, and very descriptive in the least amount of way possible, but very descriptive on what was done, what is being used, and what is trying to be accomplished. All right, so pretty sure I rambled on this a little bit, but it's been a little bit, guys. It's been a while, and honestly, I've been kind of hacking away a little bit of congestion and stuff, allergies, but I can't let that be an excuse, because honestly, this is when I was getting ready to come back. I had a lot of deadlines I had to meet outside of here with work, and then a lot of other stuff outside of here personally was going on and stuff. So it was hard to get back here to the desk. I love being right here, folks. I do. I love talking to you. I love trying to help in every way that I can. So again, if you're new to the channel, Kevthedev00. I didn't introduce myself in the beginning, but welcome to the channel. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you want to be locked in to any videos that are like this, I got a little bit of podcasts I'm doing sometimes, podcast videos, and also just your typical YouTube videos. Here, I talk about tips and tricks and things that you need that will help you with soft skills and technical skills that are needed to get you into the game. So if that's something you like, please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what the next video is going to be. I really want to interview somebody, really bad, guys. So I've got to figure out. I got some stuff in the works, so it's either going to be an interview with somebody, or we'll find another juicy topic. I know I'm sick of talking about AI. I didn't talk about it much, but I know you guys are hearing it a lot, so I don't think I'm going to do that to you. Let me know what you think. But anyway, we're going to leave it right here. All right. Till next time, folks. See ya.